Hey everybody, welcome back to Conscientious Omnivore. My name is Pal, out here at our tiny house, just putting the finishing touches on the Greywater Basin here that we have. You can hear the water trickling out. I'll probably overlay the screen with some graphics from the Greywater book that I used to plan and design our system. But right now I have a pretty good amount filled up in the tub that was draining out now. I just wanted to make sure that everything was looking okay. Essentially what we have here is just the 5 centimeter PVC pipe coming in. I took a repurposed old paint can, drilled a hole in it. The pipe finishes, you know, a good way inside the bucket. Then I just have a flat stone down at the bottom, which you can see the corners of. And I put a stone at the top of the bucket just to weigh it down. And then basically I'm just going to cover this whole thing with mulch. You can see that we've already had the water, you know, emptying out here for a number of weeks actually since we've moved in. And it's already starting to break down the mulch into this beautiful black earth. There isn't really even any smell to speak of. It's very, very mild. When I was digging into the soil, I wanted to see kind of what was, you know, what it looked like down there. It was a tiny bit of a smell, just like stagnant water smell. No sewer smell, no like, you know, really bad, noxious anything. Just a tiny little bit of, you know, stagnant water smell. And really there was nothing until I started digging down, you know, underneath the mulch cover. So it's been working great. I just wanted to kind of show you guys what I'm doing to, you know, finish it up. And in the book they show that they drill a bunch of other like perforations in the bucket. I think it's unnecessary to do that. That's what I was testing right now to see with the you know, pretty heavy flow from the bathtub. And I think it's just fine. It's going to go off. The little stone I put actually is a broken piece that I've had just kind of around, and the corners are broken off. So I purposely put the bucket in a way that the water has a way to flow off the side of that stone. I want the stone there as well so that it's not just like pouring into one little spot and digging a, you know, a crater into the soil. I want the stone to just kind of stop the water and then let it spread, you know, evenly across and then into the mulch. So there's actually quite a lot of mulch that I'm going to add back to the top. The stone is going to keep the bucket and the pipe in place, and just kind of make it so that, you know, it doesn't move away or anything. And then I'll be able to easily find where it is, because my plan is to cover this pipe as well, even coming back here along the edge. It's just barely above the surface. It doesn't need to be buried because I don't have fear of freezing. There should be no standing water in the pipe. This is just our gray water from the kitchen sink and the bathtub. So we use a compost toilet here, which I've done videos about, and I'll do an update video about soon. So make sure to subscribe if you want to see those updates. But you know, we don't have any black water coming in here. It's just gray water, and we use biocompatible detergents for our dishes and in our you know, personal hygiene, you know, bathing products as well. So I'm not worried about contaminating the soil here. And like I say, it's been working great. We've had no, you know, problem with you know, overflow or anything like that. There's no pooling of water. It just immediately goes away into the mulch. And we have very porous soil here as well, so it does drain very well. There's never really any issues. I've filled up this area here, made up this tiny little, I'll call it a retaining wall, but that's probably an exaggeration. I think I've done videos about that in the past, so check that out. I'll link it in the description. And it's been great. I mean, we've been here, family of 4, no problem. I couldn't recommend that book highly enough. Definitely check that out as well. I'll put a link to the Greywater book as well, and then you guys can check that out if you're interested. So yeah, that's it for today's video. Maybe actually I'm going to come back after I cover this with mulch and just show it to you guys, and yeah, and then I'll end it there. Okay, see you in a bit. All right guys, so the gray water comes out from the corner of the house, comes this way, underground, and then it emerges above ground, somewhere around here, just past the cool monster plants, the yucca plants, or whatever they're called. And then, you know, I had just some earth mounded over the pipe just to keep it in place and whatever, but it was sticking out a few places, as you saw a moment ago. And now what I've done is I've just covered it with mulch. I'll probably add a little bit more, especially if it breaks down, and if I see the pipe re-emerging anywhere, I'll add more. I'll probably just add more as we go anyway, because it'd be nice to kind of level this out, because there's a little bit of a slope down to the fence. So you know, I'll just keep adding to this if needed as it breaks down. The pipe runs underneath here, has the slight angle back, and then it comes back in underneath this cool evergreen bush, which I've done videos about as well. You can check that out. I got help with the identification of this from you, the viewer, so I appreciate it. Anyway, I'll probably add a little bit more kind of in the back there and just kind of shove some back there, but I just wanted to show you guys that you can't even see any of the system anymore. And you know, I fully expect that I'll have to touch this at some point. It'll probably be a few years, maybe if I see any problem with, like, you know, flow or pooling, or if the mulch is broken down. You know, I'll obviously be adding more, you know, as required. But really, it's a pretty good system. I think it should go, you know, a number of years before I really need to touch any components. And as long as the pipe is now covered like this, it never really had much sun exposure here anyway, because we're underneath a pretty good canopy here. But I think this will be even better for the pipe. It won't have the UV touching it. It'll be nice and covered, and I think this system will serve us well for years to come. And if you want to see if it actually does or not, then please do make sure to subscribe and leave a thumbs up on the video, and I will do follow-up videos as the years progress, as the years go passing by, as the old blues song sang. So yeah, hope everybody's good. See you in another video soon. Bye.